Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name's Liz and I make videos on purse reviews but also on clothing hauls. So if ever you're into these kind of videos, it would make me so happy if you would subscribe. So today's video is on the agendas, the Louis Vuitton agendas in the medium size versus the large size. So as you can see, I couldn't decide which size to get for myself, so I got both and I really got to experience using both of them and seeing which would fit my lifestyle better. So I'm going to tell you guys which is best for what, and hopefully it's going to help you guys decide which would be best for you. So first off, we clearly see that the medium-sized agenda is way smaller. So since it's smaller, it is a little bit lighter, it's more compact, it's not as heavy, it's just easier to use, it's easier to bring with you on the go. So if ever you're someone that travels for work or meets with clients or with different type of people or have to commute, this is the agenda for you because it fits in most luxury purses and it's just easier to keep with you on the go. Also, a cool feature is that on the inside, there is slots for cards. So you can totally use this as a wallet whenever you want, and you can put your driver license, your credit card, your health card, and then you're good to go. And you can just use this instead of also carrying your wallet, etc. So it's a great little agenda to have if you're gonna be moving a lot with it. The large size agenda, because it's bigger, obviously it's bulkier and it's heavier because everything that's inside is bigger, so it's more weight. So this is the kind of agenda I would say for someone that mostly works from home or at the office, but this is an agenda that would stay on a flat surface. Because let's be honest, it doesn't fit in most luxury purses, it doesn't fit in most bags. And I actually was curious about what purses this agenda could fit in. So I found out that this agenda fits in the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the small, medium, and large size. It also fits in the On-The-Go tote in the medium and large size. It fits in the Artsy. On the Chanel side, it fits in the Deauville in the medium and large size. It also fits in the GST tote. And to my surprise, it didn't fit in the jumbo flap. I thought it would fit, but it doesn't. But it fits in the maxi flap. So it fits perfectly, and there was even room for more stuff when I tried putting it in my maxi purse. But I wouldn't do it because the maxi is already very heavy. And this is heavy too, so imagine how heavy it would get. But it's fun to know that it would fit. And I even tried it in my my Chanel 19 in the medium large size. It fitted like this, but I couldn't close the flap, like I couldn't lock it. So it doesn't fit in the medium large 19, but it fits in the maxi 19. So yeah, so I thought it'd be cool to share. I have to say though, this agenda is definitely more comfortable to use than the medium because since the inside is bigger, the pages are bigger, so then you have more space to write. It's more comfortable for the hand to write than in the medium size. That's since it's a little bit smaller, the pages are smaller, so I always feel like I'm being careful to leave enough space to write more stuff. So it's not the same. So the large size is definitely more comfortable to use. I enjoy using it more than my medium size. Another cool feature about the large size agenda is at the back here, it has kind of like a slit. And because of this slit, you can, if you would want, add a little, let's say you want to add a little notebook or address book. This is just a random little book, but it was just to show. You would open the last page of the book and you would slide it in like this. And then voila, in the back of your papers, you'd have your little notebook or whatever you want to put there. So I thought it was a cool feature to have on this agenda because the the medium size, doesn't have that. So yeah. The refills. So Louis Vuitton every year comes out with new refills, and the refills are about $100 if you want the full set. And what I mean by that is really the one that has the day, the month, the year, and it really has space for you under every day to write. I know there's a cheaper version that's more like a notebook type calendar. It's a little bit cheaper, around $70, but it's worth it paying a little bit more and getting the full day, month, and year set for $100. I know it's a little bit expensive though, but I find it's a cool gift to receive or to get. So if ever your spouse or your family asks you every year, like, what should I get you for a birthday or Christmas or any holiday? It's a cool gift to receive, especially that Louis Vuitton will wrap it up in a dust bag, in a box, in a little bag. And let's be honest, there's nothing that's $100 to buy at Louis Vuitton. So that's one of the rare things you can buy there. But there's also, if ever you don't want to spend $100 on paper, which I totally get, you can also go on Amazon and you can order a standard refill for agendas. And one of the most popular company is Filofax. And they make standard refills for agenda, and they have the personal size, it's called, for the medium size, personal size, and for the large agenda, it's called the A5 size, so A5 size, and they fit perfectly. So that's another option. It's about $15-$20, and I think if you want some that has like cool colorful pages, it's a little bit more expensive, like $25 to $30. But anyways, for $20 you can totally get something classic to put inside. Now the differences. So there's not much differences between these two on the outside except for the size. They both have a little loop to put a pen inside, and the loop is pretty much the same size on both. I don't see a big difference. So you can put a standard size pen in the loop, or if you would buy like a smaller pen. I had bought that once on Amazon. It's like a tiny little pen. Just make sure that if the pen is skinny, to make sure that it has a little pin like this, so at least it holds in the loop. So that's something to watch out for. And other than that, the only difference is mostly the inside. So on the large one, you have these flaps, so you can really organize it and put bills or documents or whatever you'd like. And it also has this little flap. And here too, it has a little slit. And here, so the same slit I was talking about before. On the it has the slits for the cards that I was saying you can use as a wallet. This is not openable here. So it's really just the slits and a little pocket here. And in here it has a little, the same type of flap that there was on the large size in the back here. So you can also put more stuff. So that's the main differences. Other than that, the binder rings are a little bit bigger on the large size agenda, but the medium still has a good size. Honestly, you can put quite a bit of stuff in the medium. Now, the things to watch out for, so the cons. So the little button on the top of these agendas. So they will end up scratching. They might end up also discoloring. If you're careful though, it barely will happen. So if you can see on my medium size, there's barely any wear on it. But on my large size, the button kind of got discolored. And I wondered how that happened. And I realized that when I put this, because it mostly stays on my desk, when I leave it flat, sometimes I have like other documents on here. And I guess by them being on top here, the button was rubbing on my desk. And I believe this is what caused it to discolor like this. So the good news is that Louis Vuitton can totally replace the buttons for us. I know it's a little fee, so it costs a little something, but it's doable. They can replace it, and the only issue is that you have to send it off, and it might take a few months, but at least it's doable. It's something that can be replaced. Also, another thing to watch out for, and I know a lot of people are annoyed by the fact that the binder rings leave little indents in the canvas. So I'm gonna just move it with the light so you can see. It leaves little indents. So it's not really a con, but I know a lot of people get annoyed by that. And I have a friend that had just bought her agenda brand new from the boutique and decided to see if she could try to stop it from happening. So she bought a piece of felt at the craft store and she would put it here. So every time she would close it, the felt would be protecting the canvas. and it still happened. So there's no way really of keeping it from happening. So basically it's just something we have to accept. I have to say though that in my medium-sized agenda, I feel like this agenda is a little bit more rigid. I don't know why. I guess it depends on the year and the canvas. So they don't show as much in this agenda. You can barely see it, but it really shows in my large size agenda. So anyway, so it's something that we have to live with. And lastly, this is something that you guys have to refrain from doing. So do not, when you open your agenda, do not open it up from the ring. So don't pull the ring open, because after a while of you, so let's say you're always opening it up from the bottom ring, constantly opening it. After a while, you might stretch out the metal, and then the ring will end up staying slightly open like this. Okay, just slightly. And you'll be like, oh, it doesn't matter, it barely shows. Yeah, but the problem is when you move the pages, you flip the page, sometimes they get stuck in the tiny little dent. And I know because it happened to me in the past on another agenda. And you try to press, it's really hard to fix that. So do not open it by the ring. When you want to open your agenda, you press on the two little tabs up here like this, and you see it's open. When you close it though, it's okay for you to touch the rings, but opening it, always use the little tabs here, up here and down here at the same time, and again, it's open. So watch out for that, because then you're going to be stuck with one ring open. If you already were opening it like that, it's okay, because you're probably safe for now. It didn't happen yet, but this is something that will happen after a long while of doing this. So beware. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And that's it. Have a wonderful day, guys, and see you guys next time. Bye.